Welcome friends. Welcome to this briefing on updates on the West Asia developments. We'll begin with updates from the Department of Fertilizers. We have with us Joint Secretary Ms. Bandana with us. Over to you, Bandana.
Good afternoon, everybody. Overall stocks position of fertilizers in the country is comfortable. For the Kharif 2026, the fertilizer requirement has been reassessed by the DANFW at 383.9 LMT. Against this, stock as on today is 196.65 LMT, significantly higher than the usual level of about 33%. We are at 51% of the. This reflects improved planning, advanced stocking, and efficient logistics management by the government. Indian farmers have already purchased a total of 102.78 LMT of chemical fertilizers in the ongoing Kharif season till today, and which is approximately 27% of the total requirement. The stock of organic manure in the country is available at about 22.60 LMT, and Indian farmers have purchased 11.82 LMT of organic manure compared to 3.31 LMT during the corresponding period last year. This substantial increase reflects government's positive trend towards greater adoption of organic nutrient sources and indicates a gradual shift in farmers' preference from chemical fertilizers to organic alternatives. At present, we see no major challenge to the availability of fertilizers for the ongoing Kharif season. 123.65 LMT of domestic production and 39.36 LMT of imports of fertilizers have been done after the crisis. And so a total of 163.01 LMT fertilizers have been added to the availability after the crisis. During this ongoing crisis period, India has secured more than 50 LMT of urea and P&K fertilizers. India has secured supplies of urea from Oman, Malaysia, Vietnam, Georgia, Nigeria, Russia, Finland, Egypt, Algeria, Turkey, Netherlands, and DAP and NPKs from Russia, Morocco, Egypt, USA, Jordan, South Korea, Tunisia, Saudi Arabia. India has also issued a global tender for procurement of 17 LMT of urea, which is under progress. Availability of inputs for production of fertilizers, that is urea and P&K fertilizers, is being regularly reviewed by Department of Fertilizers. DOF is regularly paying all the subsidy bills raised by the companies on the weekly basis, and at present, adequate budget is available for payment of fertilizer subsidy. India's fertilizers security remains strong, stable, and well managed, with availability consistently exceeding requirement across all major fertilizers. Thank you.
Thank you. Over to Petroleum Ministry, Sujata.
नमस्कार. देश में पेट्रोल, डीजल, एलपीजी की सप्लाई स्टेबल है. रिफाइनरीज ऑप्टिमम कैपेसिटी पर ऑपरेट कर रही हैं. क्रूड इन्वेंटरीज मेंटेन्ड हैं और परंतु इसके अलावा कुछ रिटेल आउटलेट्स के ऊपर हाई सेल देखी जा रही है और इसका मुख्य कारण है कि जो इंडस्ट्रियल और डायरेक्ट या इंस्टीट्यूशनल और कमर्शियल कंज्यूमर्स हैं उनकी सेल रिटेल आउटलेट्स पर शिफ्ट हुई है. अगर मैं आपको एक आंकड़ा देने की कोशिश करूं तो ऐसा समझें कि लगभग 42 करोड़ लीटर डीजल जो पहले बल्क से या कंज्यूमर पंप से जा रहा था वो मई के महीने में रिटेल आउटलेट्स शिफ्ट हुआ. इस शिफ्ट की वजह से कुछ सप्लाई इश्यूज आए. इन सप्लाई इश्यूज को ध्यान में रखते हुए भारत सरकार ने 11 तारीख को एक गजट नोटिफिकेशन दिया है और उसके अनुसार एक आदमी को एक दिन में 200 लीटर डीजल देने की बात की गई है. और इसके अलावा इंडस्ट्रियल और जो कमर्शियल कंज्यूमर्स हैं उनसे ये कहा गया है कि वो अपनी आवश्यकता का डीजल अपने कंज्यूमर पंप से लें. इस संबंध में मैं ये आपको बताना चाहूंगी कि ये एक टेम्परेरी ऑर्डर है और लगभग 90 दिन तक के लिए है और देश में पेट्रोल और डीजल की कोई भी शॉर्टेज नहीं है। आम उपभोक्ता को इनकन्वीनियंस से बचाने के लिए ये ऑर्डर लाया गया है और ताकि जो आम उपभोक्ता है, किसान है, टू व्हीलर है, उन लोगों को अपने पेट्रोल पंप पर जाकर कन्वीनियंटली डीजल और पेट्रोल मिल सके। एलपीजी के संबंध में पिछले 4 दिनों में 1.66 करोड़ बुकिंग्स रिसीव हुई और 1.84 करोड़ डिलीवरी की गई। बैकलॉग हैज कम डाउन टू 3.3 डेज नाउ। इसी पीरियड में 24,184 टन्स ऑफ कमर्शियल एलपीजी हैज बीन सोल्ड। 2.18 लाख 5 kg सिलेंडर्स की सेल की गई है और जिसमें से 14,500 सिलेंडर्स कैंप्स में सेल की गई है। पीएनजी कनेक्शंस में 9.76 लाख पीएनजी कनेक्शंस को गैसीफाई किया जा चुका है मार्च से लेकर अभी तक और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एडिशनल 3.19 लाख कनेक्शंस के लिए क्रिएट हो चुका है। 9.72 लाख नए कस्टमर पीएनजी कनेक्शंस के लिए रजिस्टर हुए हैं। 5,860 ton of C3C4 molecules and 5,050 tons of butyl acrylate has been sold by different refineries to chemical, pharma and paint industry. LPG enforcement में मार्च से लेकर अभी तक लगभग 1330 FIR हुई हैं, 311 लोगों को अरेस्ट किया गया है और 75,960 सिलेंडर सीज हुए हैं। पेट्रोल एंड डीजल के संबंध में 27 मई से लेकर अब तक 12,303 लीटर्स पेट्रोल, 91,263 लीटर डीजल सीज हुआ है, 50 FIR रजिस्टर हुई हैं और 39 लोगों को अरेस्ट किया गया है। इसके अलावा ऑयल मार्केटिंग कंपनीज के द्वारा इंस्पेक्शंस जारी है और जहां पर भी कोई वायलेशन मिल रहा है वहां पर एप्रोप्रिएट एक्शन लिया जा रहा है। अंत में मैं सभी लोगों से ये अपील करना चाहूंगी कि आइए हम अपने दैनिक उपयोग में ऊर्जा का सदुपयोग करें और ऊर्जा संरक्षण करने का हर संभव प्रयत्न करें। बल्क इंडस्ट्रियल कमर्शियल कंज्यूमर से ये अनुरोध है कि वो अपने कंज्यूमर पंप से ही डीजल लें ताकि आम कठिनाई का सामना न करना पड़े। और साथ ही मैं ये कहना चाहूंगी कि देश में पेट्रोल, डीजल, एलपीजी और नेचुरल गैस की पर्याप्त सप्लाईज उपलब्ध हैं। धन्यवाद।
Thanks, Sujata. Now we'll take updates from Shipping Ministry. Over to you, Upesh ji.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon. As we speak now, LNG carrier Disha, managed by Shipping Corporation of India-led consortium, has safely transited the Strait of Hormuz, and she is carrying 62,370 metric ton LNG cargo. The vessel is supposed to enter Dahej on coming to India, likely on 18th. The ministry, through the Directorate General of Shipping, remains in continuous coordination with Ministry of External Affairs, Indian missions abroad, and shipping companies and other relevant stakeholders to ensure safety and welfare of Indian seafarers and provide all assistance. The control room has handled 12,737 calls and more than 28,299 emails since activation. In the last 96 hours, a total of 406 calls and 784 emails have been received from seafarers, their families, and maritime stakeholders. The Ministry, through the Directorate General of Shipping, has facilitated the safe repatriation of more than 3,587 Indian seafarers so far, including 50 in the last 96 hours. Port operations across India remain normal and no congestion has been reported. Thank you.
Thank you, Peshi. Senthil, you want to add something? Okay, now we'll take questions. First row. Okay, nothing from the first row. Oh, you have. Then we'll go to second, third up.
This is for Shipping Ministry. There are reports that there was one tanker which was not Indian flagged, but it came under attack on last week. So could you give us some details on that? And second, on the various tweets which are coming from the shippers or the sailors stranded on the various ships, whether Indian flagged or non-Indian flagged. So what's the government doing about it? Because yesterday there was a tweet showing that a body was decomposing and they had to use the water bottles to protect that and all. So what is the shipping ministry doing on that?
Hi, Sapna here from CNBC. Just adding to these question, wanted to understand what's the status now of our 13 Indian flagged ships in SOH? Has there been any movement, post the firing on those 3 of the ships where people have lost lives? What's the status? Please update us, and also the look forward in the sense that there have been a lot of reports coming in that close to an agreement, stuff like that. So is there any change on the ground so far as Indian ships are concerned, or it's still, things are still in progress and we have to wait and watch and see how it pans out?
Hi, Sesha from NDTV Profit. My question is to Sujata ma'am. On the ATF price stabilization scheme, I want to understand, it's been nearly 2 weeks. Has there been any MOUs signed between OMCs and airlines so far? And on the E100 fuel, a transport minister has signed regulations, is what he had mentioned publicly. When is the commercial rollout of flexi fuels likely? Is there a timeline? Is there any framework that is likely to be rolled out? Any update on that?
Hi, Tvesh from Economic Times. Opesh sir, we're just trying to understand DG Shipping on 13th of this month issued a fresh advisory saying that no Indian seafarers should be sent to conflict zones. Till when is this advisory in force? And other than this, are there any other measures being taken to safeguard the interests of our seafarers that are stuck over there and also dying at times?
This is Sandeep Das from Financial Express. This is to Bandra ma'am. You said that the fertilizer stock is 19.66 million ton currently. And fertilizer, the farmers have purchased about 10.27 million tons so far. That means we are saying that out of 38 or 39 million tons of requirement, only 10 million ton requirement is for Kharif season. Is that so?
Good afternoon, Saptaparna Ghosh from The Hindu. Question to Opesh sir. Reiterating what Sapna asked, and also the fact, when can we, because there is, a possibility of conditions stabilizing, with a peace deal in sight. When would we be in a position to send our ships back to the Strait of Hormuz? Is there any, probability that we have set across? If you could get some perspective on that. Other than that, question to Sujata ma'am. Brent crude has prices have moderated a bit, and again, the possibility of a peace deal in sight now. So, how are we looking at retail prices of petrol and diesel panning out from here on? And also, if you could get a sense of the under recoveries that we are making on petrol, diesel, and domestic LPG, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Rishi from the Business Line. I have a question for the Oil Ministry. Ma'am, you've said that 42 crores volume of diesel has shifted to, which was bought by bulk users, had shifted to RO outlets. What is the average consumption of bulk diesel on an average? One. Second, ma'am, what was the total consumption by the bulk users in the month of May? And lastly, ma'am, last month you had said that 150 roughly districts were where petrol sales were over 1/3 and 156 districts were where diesel sales were over 1/3. What is the number right now?
Yeah, hi, I'm Vijay from Mint. My question to Vanna ma'am, I just want to know, you have said you have secured 50 LMT for the current Kharif season. How much more we need for the current season?
Hi, I'm Mohit from Times Now. My question is to Opesh sir. Sir, there are reports coming in that on 12th or 13th, there was an attack on the Hong Kong flag tanker, and around 21 Indian seafarers were on that. What exactly is the update, sir? Have the ministry reached out to them? What exactly is the situation as of now, sir?
मैं पीयूष पांडे हूं TV9 भारतवर्ष से। मेरा सवाल सुजाता मैम से है। मैम, वैश्विक स्तर पर जिस तरह से क्रूड के दामों में कमी आई है, उसका जो अगर स्थायित्व रहता है तो कब तक भारत के आम आदमी को इससे राहत मिलेगी, जो पेट्रोल डीजल के जो दामों में बढ़ोतरी हुई है?
At the back, 243.
Hi, Sukal from Indian Express. So this question is for Sujata. Sorry. So just wanted to understand what's the government's view with regard to this announcement by Iran as well as the US of a peace deal, considering our extreme dependence on the Strait of Hormuz for our energy supplies. Is it something that you hope or you expect things to ease out in the coming days, or is it still a wait and watch approach, considering that over the past 3 to 4 months we've seen multiple such attempts where some initial announcements were made but eventually never followed up with an actual peace deal and movement of traffic through the SOH? Similar question to Opesh sir. Sir, considering this talk of a peace deal which is likely to be signed on Friday in Switzerland, how is the shipping ministry now gearing up for it, particularly with regard to the 13 India flagged vessels that are there in the Persian Gulf? Have you already started your preparations in terms of getting them out? Also, are you in touch regarding the same with Iran and other stakeholders in the Persian Gulf region? Thank you.
Hello, Aditi Mishra from RT India. My question is again for Rupesh sir only. So basically, the media reports that are claiming that US Navy allegedly did not respond to repeated distress calls that came from MT Celestial on 8th of June. What do we know about it, sir? Also, another question about the Strait of Hormuz that is set to reopen now. Can the ministry provide any update on how many Indian vessels are currently stranded there, and also how will the process of their return to India start?
At the back, 138.
Good afternoon, sir. Opesh sir, I'm Shivani from India Today. My question is, can you give us a fresh update on the numbers of vessels that have crossed the Strait of Hormuz? Because you just now updated about Disha that's coming to India. Any contingency plans to bring back all these vessels that are still stuck in the region? We were told that there are 18,000 Indian seafarers across this region on various foreign flagged vessels. What is the situation right now amid the peace deal negotiations?
Okay, we'll begin with the answers. Bandana, we'll go with you first.
This question was regarding requirement and stock positions. As I said, the total requirement for the season, as assessed by the Department of Agriculture, is 383.9 LMT. And total stock position as on today is 196.65. And the farmers have already used 102.78. The confusion, which is 27% of the requirement. The confusion probably happened because you subtracted 196 from 102. But the thing is, if we look at the pending consumption is 281.